Alright guys, so with Alien Covenant ramping up and almost here, a burning question so many people have been asking me is, how did David get a body? As we know from the film synopsis, David is indeed the sole survivor of the Prometheus mission, as Alien Covenant is taking place 10 years after the events that unfolded in Prometheus, and in that very movie we witnessed David's head being ripped from his body. Many have wondered how he is now up and around walking. One thing that is slipping everyone's mind when they jump at this question, in the very last scene of Prometheus, we see Dr. Shaw lowering David's body, apologizing to David's disembodied head, zipping it up, and then abseiling down to later be seen driving off with both the head and the body, and then flying off in the Juggernaut. I don't believe David has a new body, far from it. I believe David is simply using his original one. But how was it attached? I hear you guys ask. The first thing to consider when thinking how it was attached is that David, an extremely high-tech synthetic, would likely know how to reattach his own head. A self-repairing synthetic is highly marketable, and someone as hyper-intelligent as he, it would almost seem absolutely ludicrous to me that he, wouldn't know how to do that. So obviously David couldn't do this by himself. It was shown that he has no command over his body when his head is no longer attached. So who attached it under his instruction? We could speculate whether it was Dr. Shaw who attached it, and you'd be right to question this. We see during the events of the film that David had knowingly and with purpose infected Holloway with the mutagen. In a later scene, it was implied that Dr. Shaw now knows this, and with that, why would she reattach his head? I believe the answer is much simpler than initially thought. Shaw attached his head, following David's careful instruction on how to perform this task, because without David as a fully functioning being, she had no one to fly the Juggernaut ship to the Engineer homeworld. Why would she trust him? Another fantastic counter-argument. Why would she indeed? There is no reason for this. However, the Prometheus film itself shows us she did indeed trust him. That final scene as they fly off is because Dr. Shaw had trusted David's advice on how to navigate to the Engineer homeworld. So, the trust is already there, and I believe this shows us that David asked Dr. Shaw, or she realised without David being complete, she would not be able to get there. But I want to hear your thoughts, if you agree with me and even if you disagree with me. I personally think that this is to be the most logical way he attained a body. To think David received a new one from an engineer is very fantastical, paired with the fact he lost his original one due to an engineer. So let me know what you think though, either down below in the comment section, or you can tweet it to me at Mr. H Reviews. If you did enjoy this video, then please consider leaving a like, and if you're new here, then consider subscribing to stay up to date on all things Alien and Predator. I do character breakdowns, theories, and try to keep you up to date on the news too. I've been Mr. H, and until next time, I'll catch you in the comment section.